Let's move on, Eamon, and let's talk about what happened to Chelsea in Rome last night. An amazing performance from Roma, a desperate performance from Chelsea.
Yeah, they were very, very poor. They were, the first goal was after 39 seconds, and they missed a chance themselves at that stage. It was not in the game, but they were completely outplayed. Fabregas looked legless in midfield. Bakayoko nowhere near as good as Matic, who they gave away. This is a great goal from Roma's point of view, and that was the start. But Roma were by far the better side. I think Chelsea, look at Rudiger there. He's a player who came in the summer. I don't really think he was brought in by Antonio Conte. I don't think Conte has control over who comes and goes. I think he's very disenchanted. And it's been clear, it was clear last night and from other press conferences given, that his soul and heart are not with the club any longer. I think he wants to go back to Italy. And it's a great shame because he did a fantastic job last year to win the Premier League. Before that, 3 successive Serie A's with Juventus. This guy's a top football man. But he's not being allowed to buy and sell, then there's no point in being there. He won't be there for long.
Richie, what's your view on what is happening there? There's strong words from Eamon about that his heart and soul not with that club anymore.
Yeah, we earlier on in the programme we spoke about the culture, the politics of Real Madrid, and if you're a manager there, you know probably how it's going to end. And I think if you're a manager of Chelsea, you know in advance the conditions of the job. You know that other people are going to have a say in key decisions. And I think Conte, whether he thought that his achievements last season meant that he would have more say or more control, if that's the source of his disenchantment, I think he's just misjudged it. You can understand his frustration, but I keep coming back to this. When you take over as manager at Chelsea, you know exactly the kind of conditions you're going to face. You know the track record of the owner. And the owner, I don't think, thinks it's a failing of his part in any way, because that's the exact same system that's been in operation since he took over the club, where they've won 4 FA Cups, 4 Premier Leagues, 3 League Cups, a Champions League, Europa League. He'll sit back and go, clearly I know what I'm doing because this is my trophy haul. But for a manager, I can understand why.
Chelsea fans will say this works.
That's his defence. Look at the trophies I've got, the money, everything's going great. But if you're a manager from a kind of football perspective, if you look at this, you just see this just doesn't seem to be on at all.
Liam, what's your feeling on him and where this is going to go?
Well, I think he had a great advantage last year in as much as he wasn't in any European competition at all. So he could keep that team more or less the same. Didn't suffer injuries, could prepare his team from week to week. As this year has been totally different. He lost Costa up front, and I think that was a big loss, as much as they didn't get on, but he did deliver for Chelsea time and time again, whereas Morata, I don't think, looks the part. And I don't know who bought him, whether it was Abramovich or whether it was Conte, but he's not the solution to their problem up front. And David Luiz, as we saw last night, Rudiger at the centre of defence, they can give goals away. So Matic. It looks like a difficult season. Yeah, Matic, Eamon and I had the discussion at the start of the season. I think Eamon's convinced that Conte wanted to keep him and Abramovich let him go to one of the main rivals. So maybe that was the bell ringing, that signal that things weren't right at Chelsea.